Yeah, I know. And I'm too cheap to buy another one. How's that?
Oh,
It process it processes all the word stuff I need.
dude, that phone will do that.
Oh, what? Yeah, in about one quarter of the time because I got to use fat fingers to try and text.
Well, yeah, there's that part.
Yeah,
There's that part.
yeah. Copying and pasting. I use two screens.
Hmm.
So,
Yeah,
uh, what's going on? Good Thanksgiving?
yeah, yeah. It was. It was actually really well. It was nice. Okay. Uh, the fuck. Oh yeah. Um, we kind of bought everything, kind of pre-cooked because of everything going on, and we still had a good time. It was still nice.
Yeah,
How was yours?
pretty good. Went to my son's. He smoked a turkey and made shrimp and grits.
You made what grits?
Shrimp and grits.
Oh my goodness, how was that?
Oh, it was. You know what? It was better than I've had in some restaurants.
Really?
Oh, he can cook.
Wow.
Creamy mashed potatoes, then all the sides that everybody brought.
So you were like in your glory then.
Oh yeah, it's my kind of meal.
You what?
My kind of meal.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. That's right in your wheelhouse. And you know what? That's just the warm up.
Yeah,
It is. It's just the warm up.
yeah, that's it too.
We're well, my father in law's here now. We brought him over here.
Well, did you?
Yeah, yeah, we did.
Oh, okay.
So actually, the day after Thanksgiving, we made the move. Kelly and Tom actually came and helped us out.
Yeah.
They got the nice big pickup, so it was basically one trip.
Okay.
You know, got him got him over and situated. So now my house is a zoo.
I would imagine it is.
Yep. But it's been a hell of a lot easier on my wife. So
Yeah.
you know, at the end of the day, that's all I really care about. So we got that going on. Oh, I forgot to ask you. What if you know, what are you guys paying for steel now?
You know what? I don't really know because it goes through. All our doors are coming through another manufacturing company. They're telling us 10% for the year, but they aren't firm on it. They don't know.
Okay.
Steelcraft is trying to throw a 55% surcharge on me for some specialty products, which I think is bullshit because they've been pretty non dependable and the quality control hasn't been great.
Yeah, we're paying. Look, I'm not shitting. I want to say like a buck 17 a pound.
Oh, really?
Yeah, yeah, it's stupid, but it is what it is.
Yeah.
And we're so backed up. It's ridiculous.
We're starting to catch up a little bit. This normally is our time of the year for, when things slow down around here, too.
The funny part was normally things slow down. Well, not so much like right now, but give it a week or two, and things will almost drop to a crawl. Uh,
Yeah.
we're noticing. I mean, we're getting orders. We got customers that are double and tripling, sometimes even quadrupling their orders right
Oh,
now.
really?
Yeah, I don't know why. Uh, but it makes me nervous about 6 months from now.
Well, yeah, that's what you don't know.
Yeah, So I don't get why that's happening. But
Here you go. Here you drop one and go on the other.
all right, let's see what you got. I'll be here when you get back.
All right.
Lou and uh his problems. Oh, look at this. He jumped right on. Holy shit, Lou. That was quick.
There we go.
Oh, you even sound better.
Then I got to turn the volume up.
Well, at least you can hear it. You just have to turn it up.
Well, come on, speakers.
Oh shit, here we go. Anything?
Oh, what the hell? Oh, we got to get the advertising.
Oh,
What the heck? Don't need that. I don't want Microsoft Edge up.
actually, it's what I'm using.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Yeah, you're real low.
Oh, here. How about? Does this help at all? Oh, I guess.
I had this turned down for something else, and now that it won't pop up. What the heck? Let's try this. Yeah. Yeah. How about okay? More than one way to skin a cat, as they say. There we go.
You can
There
hear
we
me?
go.
Can you hear me then?
Yep.
I'm getting an echo.
Now you got an echo, huh?
Uh
Figures.
huh.
Another exciting week, huh?
Lou, honest to God, I I'm almost shocked at the stupidity that I see every week.
It's getting worse.
Yeah, yeah. How about this? Let me tell you how bad it is. The Michigan school shooting was at Oxford High School.
Yeah.
I didn't even know it happened until the next day. It's just part of news now.
Well, that's true. I mean, 4 killed is nothing.
Out of high school.
Did you? I don't know if you. Yeah, I know. Who was it? Somebody posted the parents are been charged with involuntary.
Yeah, that was, and you know what? That was the big thing, right? That was the big twist. If they weren't charged, this story probably would have gone away by now.
Did you? I was reading a little bit about why they were charged. Did you know it was the day before or 2 days before the kid was drawing pictures of bloody people with holes in them?
No.
So the teacher calls the parents. They take him down to the office and say, your son needs counseling now. And apparently the mother or somebody kind of knew about this. He says, I can't control myself. And they said, no, just keep him in school.
Wow.
And I think it was the next day he come, and I think the mother, they must have found the gun missing. I don't know the whole story. The mother texted, don't do it. And by then it was too late. So she knew.
She knew something.
So if she knew earlier, why didn't she call the school and say, get him out of there now
Yeah.
or go to that school?
Yeah.
So now you got 4 families without kids.
An entire community shook out of hell.
Yeah.
And and hey, Christmas is in 3 weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah. So let's just drop all this shit on everybody, right?
Yeah, but yeah, let's kiss the NRA's ass for money, and it's a pro-life party, huh?
Yep.
Pollution, no medical, guns everywhere. And speaking of guns, did you see what asshole DeSantis said earlier? He wants to have a civilian police force that he's in charge of. Why don't you just put brown shirts on them now, Ron?
He already does. It's called the National Guard.
Well, yeah, he wants citizens running around with guns. Why don't you send them out brown shirts and a swastika while you're at it?
That's what we'll do now, huh? Yeah. Well, that ain't gonna fly. That's gonna get shot down.
You know, all you're doing is emboldening assholes.
Well, that's all they were doing. Lou, I'm gonna go out on a limb here. I don't think we have a gun problem. I think we have a cultural problem.
I'd have to agree with you.
I really do. I think we have a severe problem with certain portions of the culture of this country. And they are now being emboldened. Well, let me back that up. They are lashing out because they feel threatened, and they have people who are in leadership positions who are supposed to be leaders who are not leading. They're just encouraging the behavior so they can get their sound clip on Fox Entertainment. And this is very, very, very disturbing.
And you have, you know what? And you have them allowing people to get guns that shouldn't have guns because they won't allow background checks. You have weapons that are out there that should not be outside the military.
Well, that's true.
You know, I mean, there's plenty of people that hunt. I used to hunt. My God, there's people that wouldn't even know where my hunting rifles are in this house.
You know, the only part that gets me, though, Lou, is those same weapons. Do you know how many of them? Probably not, but just go bear with me. How many of those weapons? How many households who have those weapons are between your house and mine?
Right, and they're all probably
Weapons here.
they're probably all hidden like mine are.
But not we don't have any issues at all. Why not? There's a disconnect someplace.
There, you know what? It's there's a lot of people out here that are old style conservatives that are older because they were farmers and that's where they grew up, and that's just the way it is. You have a small portion that is emboldened by bullshit from Tucker Carlson and you name the right wing news bullshit. Alex Jones, Bannon, Newsmax. I mean, my God, flat outright lying. It's not freedom of speech to me. What they're doing to me is yelling fire in a crowded theater.
Yeah, well, that's true. They are.
I mean, just think of it this way with COVID. Oh, it's Biden's fault our followers won't get a vaccination. All right. Right now, my son-in-law's stepmother is on her deathbed in Farrell Hospital because vaccines are no good.
Yep.
My son-in-law's father is banned from going there because he has COVID. He doesn't have it as bad as her, but he's home.
And you know the sad part about that whole thing is, in order for your son-in-law to get through school or to get into school, he needed to show proof of vaccination. Well, they needed to show his proof of vaccination.
Exactly.
Yeah.
He finally got vaccinated in September, I think. Probably because we were all over him and said, "Don't be selfish. You have a wife that is, compromised, immune compromised."
Mm-hmm.
And part of his job is going into a hospital probably once a week, inspecting and fixing doors.
Oh, geez. So he's walking into the petri dish and he still won't do anything.
You know,
That's terrible. And you know what, Lou? I don't know if that's more ignorant or stupid. To me, if it only affects you, it's stupid. But whenever your actions are affecting other people, that's ignorant. You're just
yeah.
being.
I mean, I always, they always waive the Constitution freedoms. You know what? Read the first paragraph of that book you're carrying around, because I know you didn't. It says to ensure the welfare of I'm just paraphrasing, to ensure the welfare of everybody in the country. Okay, so if it's for the welfare of your fellow citizens, by you doing that, you are violating the Constitution when you have a known cure.
Provide for the common defense, promote the general welfare.
There you go. Promote the general welfare.
Right. And secure the blessings of liberty. Where are you doing that?
Yeah.
Where are you doing that?
And those same people crying freedom about masks, they want Trump as a dictator.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, and they fail to see the irony in it.
Well, you know what? Whenever JFK Jr. comes back, he'll straighten it all out.
Yeah. Let's see, JFK Sr. and Jr., weren't they like the most left wing liberals there were? It's probably what got them killed.
That's probably what got Senior killed. That and the fact that they pissed off every mobster in the Northern Hemisphere.
Well, yeah, he did that too.
There was that part. I was like, Parker, we got you elected. Now you're doing this shit?
Yeah.
That don't fly.
We got Bobby killed too.
Yeah, he went after the wrong people. Yep. Yeah, that one was black and white.
Bobby, you should have gone after the right wing Koch family and stuff.
Yeah.
Birch Society, John Birch.
You know, the part that got me too is not only were they both banging the same chick, they both knew about it.
Yeah.
That's a really tight family there, boy.
Yeah. Yes, it was.
I will tell you, there was a little bit of good news today or this week though. Okay, we finally have a variant that sounds like a transformer.
Omicron. Yeah.
You know, as soon as I heard that variant, I was like, yes, finally.
And you know what? We don't know is
There's one of the
sounds
finally
like it's,
badass, right?
it sounds like it's real transmissible, but initial says it's milder.
Well, here's the thing, Lou. This is what I was saying. I talked to a couple people. I got a couple of. I go down to wine in the morning. There's actually like 3 doctors that are there at the same time. At the same time I am. One of them actually teaches a couple of classes. Dr. George, and the one he had a good point. He said, "Look, what we're seeing, and it's from a very small sample size, so don't read a whole lot into it." He said, it could just be a fluke, but this variant is far more contagious, but far less deadlier. There's far less bad effects to it, or far milder. He said this is exactly the variation in the transformation that the flu had. He said if you remember history, back whenever we first had the flu, the pandemic of the flu, it was killing people left and right. But eventually, it what do you call it? I don't want to say transform. I'm stuck with the word transformer in my head now. It mutated to become far more contagious, so it wanted to stay alive. But the symptoms and what it did to you got far more mild, and now we just have flu that we have every year.
Because I believe the Spanish flu is basically the 4th wave, is what you're talking about.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
And I did get a booster yesterday.
How you doing?
You know what? I had to go to a job site this morning. I was like wired last night. I woke up about 3 and that was it.
That's me every morning.
And then I came home, I had stuff to do and it hit me hard about 1:30. I took some aspirin, laid down for about an hour and a half, and
That's it.
it seems like that's about it, other than being a little tired.
So not too bad.
No.
No. I tell you what, when I got my booster, I don't even know if I had 3 shots. Okay, I got the flu shot. I got my flu shot. Okay, I got my booster, and I got my first shingles vaccine. And I got the flu shot and the COVID shot in my left arm, and I got the shingles one in my right arm. It wiped me out for 3 days.
Oh, really?
And I'm telling you, it was the shingles one. Everybody I talked to said this thing's going to knock you on your ass. And the arm that I got the shingle shot in, killing me. I mean, it hurt, it throbbed, right, and it was hot. The arm that I got the flu shot and the COVID shot was fine. So I'm telling you, it had to have been that
Shingle.
And now, after I went and made the appointment to get it, I didn't realize you got to get 2 of them.
Yeah, you do.
So in January, I got to go do this shit all over again. But it's a good thing I did it on a Friday. It wiped me out for the whole weekend. I didn't feel any good until Monday morning. Yeah, it was terrible. I felt like shit. But I really don't think it was the booster, because even the first 2 shots that I had, and I got Moderna all 3 times, didn't bother me a bit. So, a shingles one's tough. Did you do it?
I had a shingle shot a few years ago.
Just the 1 dose?
Yeah, there's a new one out now that's 2 doses.
So you got lucky. I got to do this. I got to set.
Well, I think they're recommending that I do the new one now. That it's been a few years.
Everybody gave me hell. What'd you get so many shots for? I was like, you think I'm gonna keep going back and forth to Rite Aid? Give me this shit, get it over with. I got shit I got to do. I don't want to stop there every other day just for another shot.
Yeah. Did you talk to Master Grant?
I talked to him once or twice, very briefly, since the last time we were on.
Okay.
But that was about it. I thought we were going to see him tonight because I'm willing to bet a whole lot of money that he totally forgot all about it.
Okay.
Yeah, I am. I'm willing to bet a whole lot. I sure hope he didn't come up to PA this weekend. He didn't tell me about it, because he's done that before too.
Oh man.
So it's tough.
Oh man.
The Supreme Court thing, right? They heard the oral arguments for the it's not the Texas one, is it?
I think they're already hinting they're going to kick it back to 15 at least.
Okay, so help me out here. Is that a positive? What is it now?
24.
Okay, all right. 24.
But some of the questioning, like Barrett said, well, why don't you just carry it and get full term and let it be adopted? You know what? We don't have medical in this country. You know what? You're going to pay for prenatal and everything else. How about some, and they're saying, well, the state should decide this. Well, it's fine. That activist court now, we'll let the states decide unless it's something we don't like, is what they should finish with.
I like the fact that the people that are saying that this it should be the states that decide are the people who want this to go through. Yeah. Oh, I think we should let the states decide because you know that your state already passed it. Your state already signed it in. Yeah, let's let the states decide.
Well, that's like, yeah, let the states decide, but like they're going to strike down that New York law about the guns.
Mhm. Why not?
Why? Well, the states should decide, right? Oh, we don't like that. The NRA is going to lose money in New York.
We'll lose a ton of money in New York, California too.
Yeah.
Yep.
You see, our governor vetoed a bill that the Republicans threw in.
No,
Didn't you see that bill?
I didn't know. I didn't see it.
Okay. The bill was anybody that has a gun can concealed carry. You don't need a permit.
Oh, okay. All right. That I knew. I didn't know that passed the legislature yet.
Oh yeah, well it was going to the whole state's gerrymandered.
Oh yeah, but I mean, I didn't even know it was like. I thought it was just being proposed. I didn't know when it was that.
No, it went all the way to his desk. He said no. He says he says he says we got how many responsible gun owners that did this, and now you want everybody to have one? No.
No. Besides, counties make money off of that permit.
Yeah. Yeah. You can thank Citizens United for a lot of the crap you're seeing.
Well, you know.
I'd like to know whose money got Barrett and Kavanaugh in there.
Oh, really? You don't know who that was? Take a guess. Just take a shot in the dark. I'll give you a hint. You already said the brother's name once.
Well, yeah, but there was more than them. There was more than them. Because bottom line is rich people, the rich families in this country don't give a shit about abortion. It's just to get their agenda.
Right.
I said it the first part of the show. They don't care about, it's pro birth. It's about women controlling women because all these misogynist old white guys can't stand the fact that they're not as smart as most women. And it's a fact.
Yeah, I don't understand this whole idea of looking for art, looking for this fight. Why constantly looking for this fight? You know?
Boy, there's a party that could, if they had good messaging, could really take this to the House next year, couldn't they?
Yeah. 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 Kind of makes you wonder how many of them, and this is going to sound really really dirty, and I don't mean it to. I don't mean like in the gutter dirty. I mean just like filthy dirty. That are kind of hoping this thing does go through, so they got a slam dunk on the messaging for the next election. Because let's face it, there's some on that left that are just as fucked up as the ones on the right.
Oh, that's true. Not as many, but they're there.
They're there. Yeah. That's why I wonder. The one thing I will say, Lou, I'm glad it finally came to a head. Because this little nitpicky back and forth, let's do this bullshit, let's get this, let me go through all the drama. It's all going to be done. Whatever it is now, it is. I hope my son doesn't knock anybody up. But
yeah, how about a couple of these blue states pass a law that says, okay, you knock that woman up, you're liable for all prenatal care now till she gives birth.
yeah,
Why not?
what's to stop it? This is going to open a floodgate, and it's going to be crazy. It's going to open a floodgate. I wonder how many people are actually just going to leave that state. You look at the way that state government is fucking its citizens. At some point, it's got to break. At some point, there has to be a breaking point where
You know what? It costs a lot of money to move and get a job too,
yeah.
depending on your income status.
Well, how much money does it cost to heat your house? Because the electric grid's going to go again,
Tell you what, you get another cold shot, you know it's going.
right? You know that's going to go again. Oh, and by the way, uh, we're going to make you stand in line for 23 hours out of the day now, and not let you have any water whenever you go vote. Okay, and that one polling place in a quarter of the state. Oh, and by the way, there won't be any weekend voting. And forget early voting or mail-ins. That's gone. Why stick around? What is so important to stay there now? Right? Whenever you got states next to it, right? Look, you don't have to worry about this shit. Think about it, Lou. How many people who work and make their living and everything else in New Jersey live in Philly?
It's a lot.
So you know who gets that tax money? PA. Why not do the same shit? Right? Border towns are going to skyrocket. They're going to grow huge, and towns inside the middle of the state probably aren't going to do very much. Because I can live over here and actually feel like a citizen and work in your piece of shit, or I'm nothing more than a broodmare. It's a no-brainer. You watch. I hope I'm right, but I hope I hope it doesn't get to that point. Biden signed a bill to prevent the shutdown as Congress turns to debt ceiling social spending bill. Refresh my memory. Isn't this whole debt ceiling thing and isn't it all made up to begin with?
Yeah, there was an old law in there that says they have to approve any new spending, and I don't know why they don't get rid of it because it only becomes a political toy. When it happens during a Republican administration, the Democrats just say, pass the damn thing. You spent the money.
Right, and that's the other thing. It's not to spend more money; it's to pay for what was already spent.
It's to pay for what was spent a year ago.
You would think both sides would just be like, you know what, this is bullshit. Let's just get rid of this damn thing.
Well, you would think.
Right? Well, we can't even do daylight savings rate, so
Yeah, it's about it too.
Right? I mean, this thing is the dumbest thing if you've ever seen. And let's face it, we haven't had a president. Well, maybe asshole, but we haven't had one that would not sign a bill that just gets rid of this. Right? Biden would. Like I said, I don't know if asshole would or not.
He might have too, actually.
Obama would have. Bush would have. Hell, Reagan would have. Let's just get rid of it. This is stupid. This isn't doing anybody any good. Let's just get rid of this thing. Nope. We're to keep this shit going too. Hawaii has a blizzard warning with at least 12 inches of snow in the forecast. How about that?
Yeah, I know every once in a blue moon they get some up on the peaks, but I never heard of a blizzard warning there.
No. I mean, in the mountains, they get quite a bit actually. But I mean, if we're looking at a map of this thing, it's pretty bad. Weather Service is forecasting up to a foot of snow or more, with winds gusting up to 100 miles per hour through the weekend for the Big Island summits. Okay, so the Big Island is where like the big volcano is, and
Yeah.
And what's really scary about this is That's where the coffee's grown. Is up on that mountain on the Big Island. Nowhere else in Hawaii. Just on that mountain, on that island. That's it. And you're gonna get a foot of snow there. Say goodbye to your coffee. Okay. But it does, if you go above that, and you do get into the top of the mountain, the top of the thing, yeah, there's snow there constantly. But it's so little, it's such a high altitude that no one really cares. I mean, not even the big telescopes they have on the island. They don't even, it doesn't bother anybody. But this is tough. This is going to hurt some people if it actually happens, I think. Alaska and Hawaii. How about this one? According to CNN, more snow has fallen in Hawaii this season than in Denver, Colorado.
Well, how much have we gotten so far? And it's December 3rd. We haven't even had much cold weather, so to speak, here.
No. I mean, it's been a little chilly, right? But it's been a little cooler than normal here, but nothing really attention grabbing. A day or two here and there, but it's November. We're supposed to get that, right?
Yeah.
It's like November and March. You get like 1 or 2 days out of the week for a week or two there. Just like, holy shit. And then everything kind of goes back to its normal. But look at what we're seeing now. Okay, we're seeing slightly cooler temperatures, and then we get that one day that gets real hot, and then it goes back to those cooler temperatures. Now it's kind of like the opposite of what it used to be, where we kind of had mild, cooler ones, and then we'd have a day or so where it dropped, and then it would come back to. Now it's the opposite.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be, what, 50 on Saturday or Sunday again?
We got, today was 40. Okay, so yesterday was 50. Tomorrow.
Actually, it was up as high as 56 yesterday on mine at one point.
Yeah, I'm not surprised. Saturday and Sunday topping out at 46. And here we go. Monday, 50, so it's going to be warmer. Tuesday, 31.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So there we go. Or if, you prefer centigrade, it's going to be, 8 degrees Saturday and Sunday, 10 degrees Monday, and then -1 on Tuesday. So there you go. For all of our international friends.
How about this one this week? Speaking of Nazis, Lara Logan comparing Fauci to Joseph Mengele.
Yeah, did you see that, knucklehead?
If that isn't projection, I don't know what is. Oh, it's just the flu benign. Fauci says, when did a flu ever kill 770,000 Americans?
Yeah, honey, we weren't alive when that happened. There's something. Oh, did you see the one knucklehead who got on Fox and had that whole thing where we have to look at all the science, and even these idiots who do their own research? And, they can't hold a job making more than $6 an hour, but they can do their own research on a fucking virus, right? So we have to look at all of this. We have to take it all into account, and then like an hour later, she goes on CNN, and it's like everybody needs to be vaccinated. It was awesome. I mean, and a couple of these places actually had them up side by side, with like timestamps, right? Date and timestamps.
Geez, I don't know who the hell to believe, Patsy. All those doctors, scientists, and researchers that spent years of schooling and stuff telling me you better get a vaccine and watch and put on a mask, or Karen that's taking a shit while she's looking at her smartphone on the toilet doing research,
Well, that's the advantages of the internet, right? Facebook University is free for everybody. You know,
And still a sore.
University.
The metaverse. The metasaur.
Meta. Meta. Lou. Now it's not Facebook that's going to know everything you do. It's going to be Meta.
And look at, you know what? If for the money he makes, couldn't he afford somebody to give him a better haircut?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, you would think. But I almost have subscribed to his the portrayal they have of him on SNL, where he's not actually even human. You know?
Oh, yeah.
Because this guy's something else. Uh,
There's so much going on at times, I just shake my head.
I actually tried, um, like just taking like the top story every day for the week, or what I would think would be the top story every day for the week, right? Uh, that way we can just like actually recap on Fridays. You can't do it. You simply can't do it. There's just too much, to the point where you start going, well, you know what, this is bullshit. Oh, forget this one. This is bullshit. And then the next thing you know, you're saying, you know what, fuck it, it's all bullshit. I don't even want to deal with this anymore. And it happened so quick that anything we would do, even if we would just do the work week, we just start on Monday. By the time Friday comes around, everything, up till Wednesday has been provided. It's getting bad. It's getting bad.
Well, there was another. Did you see the other Fauci come back to Ted Cruz? He said something about Fauci should be arrested or this and that. I forget what the whole thing Cruz said was. And Fauci says, "What about January 6th, Ted?"
Well, Cancun, man, Cancun looks good.
Yeah.
You know, and hey, look, it's not really that far out of your way. Coming from DC to Texas by way of Cancun. I mean, I'm sure that happens quite often.
Unreal.
Oh yeah, here's the oh, he was on Chris Hayes whenever he uh uh responded to the Laura Logan comment. Forget about the fact that she was being totally slanderous to me, and as usual had no idea what she was talking about, saying that it's as benign as flu when an influenza kills 770,000 Americans. He said, I find it striking how she gets no discipline whatsoever from the Fox network. How could they let her say that with no comment and no disciplinary action? I'm astounded by that. So, at least he threw it back on Fox. Because, Doc, they're an entertainment company. That's why. They're an entertainment company. They fall under the same rules as Huff News, Huffington Post. That's why. Where they should, where government should step in, is they should be forced to disclose on their network that they are an entertainment company.
You know what? On every one of those nightly shows, there should be a permanent thing on the right side of the screen that says this is an opinion show or something to that effect.
For entertainment purposes only, or something like that. You know that same disclaimer they used to be on every rundown sheet you ever got whenever you were gambling on football and it was illegal, right? For entertainment purposes only.
Right. Same thing.
Right? It should. That's the way it should be, Lou. It won't. And you know what? I don't even know why they're in the freaking news briefing, the White House news briefing. How are they even a press corps? They're an entertainment company.
It is entertaining to see Jen Psaki shoot Peter every single day with one of his dumb comments.
But I mean, look at how they're playing both sides, right? They get the credentials to get in there to a press conference, they got press passes, press credentials, but they're registered under the FCC as an entertainment company.
How the hell did Newsmax get in there?
Well, that blows my fucking mind. That totally blows my mind. How the hell they're the only one, right? That other OAN or whatever the fuck it is, they're not in there, are they?
I don't think they are.
I don't know how to, you know how Newsmax got in because fucking, because it was Trump that got him in, right? And they just never cut off their access, which they should.
Yeah.
That's not even, I mean, my God, but I really don't know how they're getting away with being able to play both sides. I really don't. That boggles my mind. Either you're an entertainment company or you're a news organization. And if you're an entertainment company, why not just have Disney go in there? I mean, why not just have somebody dressed up like Mickey Mouse? With the hat with the thing that says press on it.
Trace Seth Meyers asked better questions than some of these clowns.
Oh, what's his name does? Come on, Daily Show.
Colbert, Trevor Noah.
Yeah. And he's on Comedy Central. Okay. Oh, by the way, if you have Apple, you don't have Apple TV, do you?
No.
You got to see what's his name's show on there now. He was on. He used to do the Daily Show. Jon Stewart.
Oh, okay.
He's got a show on there now. Boy, it's really good. So if you get a chance, anybody watching, check it out because it's dynamite. Lou, what do you think? We're ready to wrap this up?
Yep.
Yeah, me too.
You could go on for 82 different things,
but at least we have a 80s badass name for a virus now. Omicron. Sounds like it should have Orson Welles' voice whenever it comes in, doesn't it?
Omicron.
There was let me look it up real quick. In Transformers, the movie, there was a
was there an Omnicron?
I can't remember what the hell the name of it was, but it was actually Orson Welles that voiced it. Come on. Unicron. That was it. Yeah. So, we need that. They should have named it Unicron. Damn it. Did you know that Spock was Galvatron? Leonard Nimoy.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, how about that, huh? Trying to see if there's any other names in here that were anybody would know. Judd Nelson was Rodimus Prime.
Did you ever see this? This is an old video. Leonard Nimoy was in Was it a Bangles video
Uh,
back in the 80s or early 90s? It was, the song was called Going Back to Liverpool.
he was the chauffeur.
He was the chauffeur.
Yeah, yeah, I'm reading it. Yeah, they actually have stills of it.
Yeah. And you know the reason he was in that video?
No clue.
His son, his son and one of the girls in that group were like best friends because they were neighbors. He was good friends with her family.
There it is.
Yeah. So he was the chauffeur in that video. And I don't think he spoke a word, but if you watch the whole thing, you'll laugh just with his facial expressions.
Oh yeah, you see this one? You know what's still weird is every now and then you'll see like behind the scenes, of like the original Star Trek, right? You see them you can see shit like that on Reddit all that. We can see anything on Reddit. And he would be like in back with like either somebody else in the cast or some of the help or whatever. So somebody's cracking a joke or whatever. So he's sitting there and he's cracking up, right? And to see Spock actually sitting there cracking up is still to this day freaky as shit. It really is.
Yeah, when I first saw that, because I was going one of them rabbit holes one day, and I'm like, "What the hell's Nimoy with the bangles?" So I watched it. It's funny, just his expressions. Because partway through, he turns off the radio, so they quit singing, and one of them leans over the front seat and turns it on again, and they start singing again. And he's just giving them looks.
Like that one.
Yeah,
They got a bunch of these.
Yep. I like when I'm watching through something and you notice in the background like somebody doing a cameo or something. I'm like, wait a minute, that's.
Oh my god.
Did you ever see the movie Dogma? Talking about odd ones.
No, I don't think I ever have.
There was a movie called Dogma. It was a strange movie, but if you're bored, it's not bad to watch. It was it had to do with like the Catholic Church or something, and the devil's coming, and they summoned God down. And you know who God was? Alanis Morissette.
For real. They had the shit.
Yeah, and it was when she come in, I just started busting up laughing. Yeah, it was like one of those, I don't even know, cult movies or something.
Oh my god. Before we go, your opinion. Speaking, well, a little off subject. Christmas movies. Okay. Die Hard, yes or no?
Uh, it took place during a Christmas party.
It was released during Christmas.
It was released during Christmas.
See, I said the same thing.
As far as a Christmas movie like Scrooge or something, It's a Wonderful Life.
Right. Second question for you. Of course, next time we're on, I'm going to ask you these again if I remember. Favorite Christmas movie?
You know what? I still got to go with It's a Wonderful Life.
I only watch one. There's only one I watch. And it is my favorite one of my favorite movies, period, let alone a Christmas movie. Christmas Vacation.
Oh. Did you ever watch The Nightmare Before Christmas?
Yes, I have. That was actually good.
I have that DVD.
Yeah, Tim Burton.
Tim Burton.
Yeah. That was actually a pretty good movie. I liked it. I like all of Tim Burton shit. The only Tim Burton one I wouldn't watch was Frank and Weenie, just because of Weenie. I was like, nope, not watching.
Yeah, I still got to lean toward that movie. I mean, It's a Wonderful Life for me.
Oh, see, there you go. There you go. We all have them. Yeah, for me, it's Christmas Vacation, because what's his name? The brother-in-law,
Uncle Eddie.
Eddie.
You know what? There's some great scenes when the sword gas explodes and Grandma starts reciting the Pledge of Allegiance. You know what? Julia Louise-Dreyfus was great in that
She
movie.
was really good in that. Yeah, you didn't even know who she was at the time, right? I mean, she was. That
No,
had
that was right before Seinfeld.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Chevy Chase has some great lines in that movie too. Boy.
The cat got electrocuted. They're like pulling the tree over where the cat got vaporized. Oh man.
So many parts of that movie. So many parts of that. Whenever he put the stuff they were developing on that little like round toboggan, and next thing you know, he's doing like 80 miles an hour downhill. And you can see the sparks behind.
Oh man.
Great movie. All right, let's call it.
All right.
Everybody, we'll see you guys. We'll see you guys next week.
All right. Sounds good.